You're watching Your View.
Thank you for joining us. This is Scott Kaplan and Crew Tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM SoCal Sports Talk. Here's Scott Kaplan, Alex Padilla, and John Browner.
Hey, great friends. What is happening on a Thursday? I'll tell you what's happening. Today is the NFL draft. Although I will say that earlier in the week when we talked to Ross Tucker about the NFL draft, he's an NFL draft analyst. And I said I wasn't as excited this year about the NFL draft like I have been in years past. And he's kind of got on me like, why? What's your problem with the NFL draft? And I realized it's not really the draft. It's that the Chargers don't reside in San Diego. Qualcomm Stadium has been taken down to flat earth, and the Chargers are welcoming some members of their fan community into SoFi Stadium to have like a take a look around and see where your seats are going to be. And so the Chargers are so out of my radar now. They're so gone. And the Rams, who are my now primary NFL football team, along with, I would say, maybe interested in the Raiders. That being said, I feel like the Rams, because they don't even have a first round pick, has made it so that I'm find myself less interested than I have been in years past. But it is NFL draft day, and we'll get there coming up. So welcome inside the 7 Mile Casino studios, everybody of Kaplan and Crew. If you are listening on 1090 on radio, we're happy to have you guys along today. If you are watching on YouTube, hey, make sure you get involved in the YouTube chat. Make sure you give a thumbs up. Come down and comment. Visit with our sponsors. Links are down below. And if you are watching on Your View, Channel 4 San Diego, the southernmost part of the mega market, Channel 4 Santa Barbara, the northernmost part of the mega market, and in between Palos Verdes and Orange County at Channel 118. Yo, what's up? Glad to have everybody along here on a Thursday. With me, hermano numero uno, Grande Alejandro, representing the 805, Oxnard, California, in La Casa. Yo, yo.
Yo, yo. What's going on, everybody? You know what, too? I have not ever mentioned my fandom on television before for NFL team, which is the Vikings. But as a Vikings fan, I don't care about the draft either way, unless I think we might draft a quarterback. Because all these guys, like last year, they drafted just Jefferson. I was like, great. The guy was great at LSU. Did I think he was going to be like an almost rookie of the year? No, you just never know. So I've actually never really understood the booing or the excitement over a draft pick. It's never really hit me like that before.
I used to really be into the NFL draft when I used to go every year. I literally used to go to the NFL draft every year in Madison Square Garden and set up a radio broadcast facility, just like at the Super Bowl for Radio Row. You'd buy all your space in advance. You'd have all the technology, back at the time. You'd plug in your phone lines and you'd broadcast wherever you were in the country. And as soon as the picks were made, they would take the draft picks from the stage and they'd kind of walk them through a Radio Row, and everybody would get a few minutes with them. And that was the way I used to do the NFL draft. And then the draft started to move around the country, and it was no longer just in New York. I like it, but I don't go to it anymore.
There was something cool about the Radio City Music Hall and the New Yorkers just booing, and no matter who they got in Philly or either New York team, I always loved the booing. I mean, it still happens, maybe to Roger Goodell, I guess, but I always loved that small venue at the Radio City Music Hall. And you just feel the energy from the crowd.
Yeah, and I used to love going. I did. I loved going. But now that it's been moved around all over the country, like it's in Cleveland this week, it's starting tonight. And I don't go anymore. And I'm telling you, there was a time where we used to do live remote shows from restaurants in San Diego on draft day. Big screens were set up. Guys would show up with their phone books of years of research. They had mock drafts, rounds 1 all the way through 7, pick 1 to pick 300. They had every team. They had trade considerations. There were a lot of really crazy draftniks around San Diego back then. And we used to host these guys. I say these, they were weirdos. Okay. They were weird. But they were really into the NFL draft. I got a lot of friends that still love the NFL draft. So it's happening today.
If I'm Browner, I'm excited for the draft tonight. And he may not be, but the chance of drafting your potential next bust at quarterback is fantastic.
All right, here he is, bringing the street cred from the 7 Mile Casino podcast shed. 6'7" of twisted steel and sex appeal. Big Brown, what do you think?
I can't honestly say
that I'm excited about them making another generational mistake. Uh, I just sat around for 4 years hoping that this guy could complete passes. Now, I think Justin Fields is a much better option than Mitch Trubisky was. So you're right. I am excited about the possibility of the draft, and I think that's what it's built around, the possibility. So I'm excited about the possibility of what could happen. Well, with this organization, I will probably end the night with them doing nothing.
Hmm. Hmm. Big Brown, that podcast shed. I know you say it's overheating in there today. So for anybody that's watching on TV, let me say something to you guys. This ain't ESPN. This ain't, pardon the interruption, Jack. This ain't Fox Sports. This ain't a multi-million-dollar production. This is a radio show that became a podcast, and a podcast that then became a radio show, and then a podcast radio show that then became a TV show. And so I'm home. Alex is home. Browner is in parts unknown, and in the overheating podcast shed today has got him very delayed. Alex, take a look at this kid right now. Take a look what's going on with him. Looks very delayed. Wi-Fi could be slowed down by the tremendous heat.
It's a delay?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like it's like watching a movie with the subtitles where the mouth and the thing doesn't move at the same time. You know?
Interesting.
Very, very indeed. All right, hold on for 1 second, because here's what I want to talk about. Speaking of the NFL draft. So I don't know if anybody paid attention to this. I didn't much. I mean, it was on my radar, just on social media. I saw it. The Rams welcomed fans into SoFi Stadium, theoretically for the first time, right? I mean, there were no fans at the games last year, but this was your first chance, Rams fans, to come into SoFi Stadium and see what it looks like, be there. You've seen it on TV, feel it, smell it, experience it, especially before there's any gum on the floor or before anybody's spilled a soda or a beer. I mean, it is just pristine, like brand new stadium. It's got new stadium smell, like a new car smell. I got new stadium smell. So the Rams fans come in and they all get their chance to experience SoFi. And this happened I don't know, maybe 2 weeks ago. And then this past weekend, the Chargers and whatever fans that they welcomed into the Rams' new stadium, those people came in and had a chance to see for the first time their quarterback run through the tunnel and out onto the field, which was so like cheesy, but it's cool, whatever. Somebody sent me a video on Twitter of a dude at the Chargers stadium reveal, if you will. And let me rephrase it. The Rams stadium with the Chargers logos reveal. And this one fan is he's ridiculing. Yeah, he's front row, but he's got his cell phone and his camera, and he's ridiculing and he's heckling the owner of the team. So this guy, I love this guy. I can't be this guy, but I love this guy. He loves the team, but he hates the owner, and will still support the guys in uniform, but still heckle and ridicule the owner. And so I can't be the second part of it. I can heckle and ridicule the owner, but I can't even go support the players as long as he owns it. So can you show us, Alex? Do you know any history or any backstory of who this gentleman is, who this person is?
None whatsoever. I saw the video circulate this weekend. We were tagged in a bunch of them, and I don't know the origins of the video, and then I forgot about it. But we keep getting tagged in it, but I have no clue who this guy is. None.
All right. So let me play this video for everybody. All right. When I say let me play the video, what I mean is Alex will politely play the video.
Press play.
Yeah, but for me, I make it seem like it's me doing something, but it's not. So here is the video of this dude, whoever you are out there, sir, at the Rams Stadium for the Chargers stadium reveal. And here's this guy going after, and I mean kind of all in on Dean Spanos. Let's go ahead and play this video.
Please pay attention to the goofiness of Dean Spanos, and then listen at the same time.
Wait, before you play it, wait, hold on. Wait. Let's even tell you a couple more things. Hold on. Pay attention. Pay attention to this. You ready? Pay attention to Dean Spanos acting like he doesn't know what the guy's saying, to the point where Dean will actually come over like, hey, he's our fan. He's going to pay money to see our team. What do you, I can't hear you. What are you saying? Let me see what you're saying. And old time Charger fans, look how Dean has turned into his father. Just keep an eye on that too. All right, now play it, please.
Sell it. Sell the team. Can you sell the team for us to Bezos? You will? Is there any chance that you will sell the team at all? Is there any chance that you'll sell the team at all? You sure? That's what everybody wants.
All right.
That's great.
All right, I got to start over now. Now I got to point out a few more things. Now I got to point out a few other things here. Okay. First of all, for those of you that wear masks, can I just remind you of one thing? The reason to wear the mask is to cover your mouth and nose. It's not to cover your mouth, but leave your nose uncovered. People who wear masks underneath their nose, you annoy the hell out of me. Okay. Just want to put that out there for you. Why wear the mask if it's not going to cover your nose? So Dean sitting there with the mask underneath his nose already annoys the hell out of me. That's number one. Number two, the person who's shooting the video, whoever you are, sir, great video. Love the content of the video. Horrendous camera work. I mean, horrible. Okay,
I think
darling?
I have a theory as to why it was so horrible.
Tell me.
I don't think Dean ever goes over there if he sees a cell phone. I think the guy is hiding his cell phone, just trying to get his attention. Because if this is the guy, Dean's not going over there.
But if you're gonna be shooting video like that, you have to be better at sneaking the video. He was not very good at sneaking the video. Like at that point, you put it in a top pocket or you hold it down. Like there's better ways to have gotten it full landscape and still got your insult in.
Yeah. Here's Browner back, by the way. Browner, we'd let everybody know that you were bringing the street cred from the podcast shed and in sweltering heat for some reason today. So we're glad to have you back, pal.
Yeah. I had to make some adjustments. I had to completely alter. That's why the back's completely washed out. That's all natural light, baby. That's all natural light.
It's the 7 Mile Casino podcast shed that you can't see the 7 Mile part of.
Right, exactly. It's all flushed out. Sorry, 7 Mile. I'll figure out a way to get back to you.
All right, so now let me point out a few other things about this really weird, uncomfortable Dean Spanos video. Okay. First, he's sitting there and he's got his mask underneath his nose. Then he's got this look like, hey, like the guy is saying, hey, Dean. And he's like got his thumbs up with his nose. By the way, the mask is barely covering his mouth too. And he's got this
chin strap.
Right. And it looks like an Aaron Rodgers chin strap. And he's like this, like an old man. What? I can't hear you. What? He is so, I just want to smack him in the back of his bald head.
Hey, careful.
You know? What?
You don't want to, I don't know, some sort of cease and desist letter coming to you saying you're going to attack the owner of the Chargers.
No, I'm not going to attack him. I just want to give him like a little nudge, like a little, like his father,
strain him out a little bit.
Like his father would have given him, So then you got Dean. He's got that look with that face. You got to put that face up again with the thumbs up picture. Hey, what did you say? And then he comes over. I'm going to go over and see what one of my fans thinks. Now, after the fan says to him, are you going to sell? And Dean acts like he can't hear him. What? Are you going to sell? Oh, God, no, I'm not going to sell the team. As Dean walks back, there are some people in the background you should keep an eye out for. There's A.G. Spanos, his one son. And I saw his wife, Susie Spanos. She's in like a yellowy pantsuit, that's she's in the back. I didn't see who else was there, but go ahead and play this one more time. This is good stuff right here. I enjoy
Sell it. Sell the team. Can you sell the team for us to Bezos?
Thumbs
You will?
up.
You will?
Is there any chance that you will sell the team at all? Is there any chance that you'll sell the team at all? You sure? That's what everybody wants.
Can I ask a question? Why is Dean's wife in a power suit? That's what they're
Let me
referred
see.
to, thanks to Hillary
Let me see.
Clinton. Those are referred to as
Yeah.
power suits.
Mhm.
Why is his wife in a power suit and he's in a
Mhm.
polo
That's
and
his
a
style, bro.
Yeah,
jacket?
that's what he
That's
rocks.
always been
dude.
his
Yeah,
style.
that's what he rocks. He rocks like a pair of khakis.
Khakis,
He rocks khakis, and he
a
rocks
polo,
Yeah,
and like a navy like I call it like a sailor's jacket almost.
yeah,
Everywhere?
yeah. Pretty much that's his.
Every time I've seen Dean Spanos,
Yeah,
which is a lot less than Scott, every time.
yeah. It's
Oh.
kind of his thing. And I'm surprised that Dean would actually go over and engage the fan. There was no Fred Mass to speak on his behalf. There was no Mark Fabiani to defend him at $75,000 a month retainer. There were none of his sons. Where there's no club security of any kind. Why does Dean Spanos go over and engage this fan? And you got to love the fan. Hey, fan, whoever you are, dude, I got to send out nothing but love and respect to you, brother, because see, the thing is, you still have a love for the team and are willing to pay money to go see them, even though you simultaneously have more hatred for the owner that you'll ridicule him. Oh, you'll sell really to Jeff Bezos? Great, because that's what everybody wants. And Dean's sitting there with a thumbs up. Yeah. Oh, you will? Awesome. And then Dean's like, no. Look at that. Look at that shot. Look at that shot. For everybody that's listening on radio, Alex has still shotted Dean with his mask below his top lip, with his thumbs up, like, yeah, I'll sell to Bezos. Yes, I will.
Second question.
You know what's
Second question.
Oh, you have a second question.
What's with people losing their hair, not just cutting all the hair? This is like one of the great mysteries I have about men in general. Like, bro, cut it off. Like, it's gone already. Like, there's nothing left.
You're knocking the power suit of Susie. You're knocking the polo khaki game of Dino. And now you're poking at the just shave it because it looks bad the way it is. Whereas I poked at the mask wearing is all wrong, and the squinting and the acting like he can't hear. Yeah, we're just knocking at this guy today. We're just,
I gotta correct us because I forgot that when Dean moved to LA, outside of Charger games, he actually wears like trendy jackets now.
What?
Well, you remember when he got booed at the Clipper game or the Laker game? He was wearing like this like sleek like black jacket. So he's got a jacket guy in LA. I think he cruised down the Garment District.
Is that right? Is that what happened now?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's so at the games it's a blazer or a suit top. Outside of there, it is a jacket game. Yeah.
Well,
but
listen,
by the way, Scott, when you ask about these fans that hate the owner, support the team, I have a little I got a little experience in that myself. We were talking a couple weeks ago or a week ago about the Super League. Look at all those fans that hate their owners at soccer clubs, but still go support the club. Like that is a big thing in soccer, especially with Arsenal fans. They hate Stan Kroenke. They hate Stan Kroenke.
Hey, man,
they want that guy to sell so bad.
Come to Juventus, baby. Come to Juventus.
And Manchester United, they hate the Glazers. There's been a Glazers out movement for years.
They probably hate those guys for the first and foremost reason, which is they're Americans who own their European Premier League soccer teams or whatever,
Right.
They probably hate that.
Yeah, but they got no choice but to go support the team. I mean, the team's been there. I mean, that's still different. The teams have been where they're at in Europe for hundreds of years, whereas the Chargers been there for 4.
Yeah. Hey, I want to send out some quick love to my guys at Mountain Trust Mortgage and Realty Services, my man Gary Cooper. Hey, Coop, much love, brother, because I see that one of our longtime great friends, a gentleman by the name of Avery Martinez, who loves to support our sponsors. Avery, I don't mean to give away your secrets, but I'll catch up to you tomorrow at the Total T Clinic. And Avery said, hey, I'm going to do exactly what you've been asking me to do. Let Gary Cooper earn my business because I'm about to refinance my house. If you're looking to refinance, perhaps you're looking to position yourself to buy, or maybe you're trying to sell at the height of the market, Gary Cooper can help you with all of your transactions in real estate. 858-376-1299, 858-376-1299. That must feel good for Dean Spanos, though, just to be in the Rams stadium, this brand new, beautiful stadium the Rams built, that he gets to put all of his logos up and make believe like it's his for a day. And then have the fans who are going to spend their money just ridicule the guy, just heckle the guy. By the way, I can't wait to get into SoFi Stadium this year. Last year I was very happy that I could not go to football games. This year I want back into football games. I want to back in onto sidelines. I want back into broadcasting games, and I want back into being able to go to games. Don't you guys want to go to SoFi Stadium? Don't you want to see what's going on there?
When's your first sideline game?
I don't know. I don't know. We don't have
There's reports out there, Scott, and this is a whole other segment, that remember our old pal Fred Rogan?
Yeah.
He's saying that the Chargers have exceeded their expectations for season ticket sales.
Oh, really?
And that place going to be packed for Charge games.
Great. Great. Here, let me tell you what's happening, Fred, just so you know. It is probably true. Lots of tickets have been purchased. Guess what? Guess who buys those tickets?
Yep.
It's the ticket brokers who think they're going to be able to sell to the opposing fans. Just keep that in mind. All right, lots more to get to. Stick around. I don't even know how we got started on this subject. Hang with us, everybody. It's a Thursday.
We'll be right back with more of Scott Kaplan and Crew tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM. A new generation of radio. SoCal Sports Talk.
Kaplan and Crew tonight is brought to you by BMW San Diego, your certified BMW dealer, serving drivers throughout San Diego and the surrounding areas.
Catch Kaplan and Crew Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. If you've listened to Scott Kaplan the last 20 years, you know one thing. He likes to stir up some shit. A new generation of radio. The all-new and mightier 1090. Hit it out of the park all month long at BMW San Diego. A new 2021 BMW 430 iQ waiting for you today when you lease for only $479 per month plus tax. BMW San Diego, Kearney Mesa Road in the 163 and BMWSanDiego.com.
I've been a part of this community for a long time, and giving back is what we do. That's why I'm so excited to tell you about the San Diego Giving Back Raffle, a benefit for Ronald McDonald House Charities of San Diego. Grand prize is this $4 million luxury home, or you could win a car, vacation, or cash. Everyone is guaranteed to win a prize. And you'll feel good knowing your raffle purchase goes to help families like the Lechugas. Get your tickets now for the San Diego Giving Back Raffle.
Don't worry, Gracie. The curtain only goes up when everyone has a part to play. Whoa, okay, I gotcha. Uh-oh, whoa, watch out for those audio cables. I'm gonna be sick. To the left! I am not going out there without Gracie.
Neither am I. A little help?
No pressure.
Hit it out of the park all month long at BMW San Diego. A new 2021 BMW 430 iQ waiting for you today when you lease for only $479 per month plus tax. BMW San Diego, Kearney Mesa Road in the 163 and BMWSanDiego.com.
Time now for Kaplan and Crew tonight's Community Connect.
Step up.
You know, we're breaking that stereotype of what a homeless person is, this subculture society. We're just brothers, sisters, mom, dad, grandmas, and grandpas, being part of the solution instead of part of the problem.
So, ladies and gentlemen, left-hand side.
We make sure that there's no drug dealing, drug use, encampments around their facilities, or anywhere in our neighborhood. We self-police, and that's all a testament to the folks here that used to be out there.
Watch out for sharp objects, ladies and gentlemen.
Ed's, once again, he's a perfect example of the caliber of the men and women that have been outside on the streets.
Here in San Diego for over 50 years, have worked all my life since 1975. But suddenly I had a stroke and I lost all muscle control. One of the things you never think will happen to you, but it can.
The onus of responsibility need to go to our folks like Ed, people you've seen here that have tremendous skill, and give them the opportunity to shine. It's that peer-to-peer support, talking to the folks out there and bringing folks in here to start the process.
Let's go.
We are in the hope business. What we do every day and what we've done for 40 years is to provide kids and families going through critical illnesses hope that tomorrow's going to be a better day. My favorite wish is the next one. because that is the power of our organization, is to bring hope to kids who are going through something right now, and hope can't wait. So people can get involved now by donating resources. They can donate in kind. They can donate their time as volunteers. They can donate dollars, because kids are still getting diagnosed with illnesses that qualify for Make-A-Wish every day. So people can visit us online at sandiego.wish.org. They can visit us and follow us on social media. There are so many ways to get connected, and people can help in many, many different ways. We need your support now more than ever, because illness doesn't take a vacation and it doesn't take a break because of COVID-19.
Kaplan and Crew tonight's Community Connect is fueled by the Mightier 1090.
Rich Eisen here, inviting you to catch my show, The Rich Eisen Show, on our flagship radio station, the Mightier 1090. We're on every Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to noon Pacific time. You'll like what you hear. If not, that's just, I guess, too bad.
A new generation of radio, the all-new and Mightier 1090.
We have a term for typical cheese-filled, grease-covered, regret-inducing takeout. That's why dinner from El Pollo Loco is always fire-grilled, freshly prepared, feel-good food. The $20 Familia Dinner from El Pollo Loco.
Are you living in an underserved community and facing adversity? Do you have a desire to start or grow your own business? San Diego State University's Lavin Entrepreneurship Center, the Center for Leadership and Entrepreneurial Studies, and community partners invite you to participate in our Community Bootcamp. The bootcamp provides intense, hands-on exposure to the fundamentals of launching and growing a successful venture. Register today at leadershipcentersw.org.
From fitness to medical technology, explore how people are leading healthier lives on Your Health. Join Erica Cardenas as she introduces you to health experts and discover how our daily choices affect our well-being. Plus, learn simple tips for healthier living. Your Health, Sunday at 4:30 p.m. on YourView and YourView.com. Only at Stanton Optical can you get same-day eye exams that test your vision and eye health for under $50. Stop by or call us at 1-800-STANTON. Eye exams are provided by independent eye care doctors.
Adios, love handles.
Adios, couch.
Adios, Quarantine 15.
Say adios to the quarantine bod with Pollo Fit Bowls, made with fire-grilled chicken and organic super greens from El Pollo Loco.
Kaplan and Crew tonight presents Sports in a Minute.
UC San Diego women's water polo will be taking on UC Irvine in the Big West Tournament semifinals this weekend. These two teams matched up just last weekend in their regular season finales. The Anteaters got the win 10-9. In all 4 matches this season, UCI has gotten the win. UCSD will be hosting the tourney as the number 2 seed, while UC Irvine is the number 3 seed. Pivoting over to the West Coast Conference, University of San Diego men's golf is competing in the WCC Championships this weekend at Reflection Bay Golf Club. Additionally, in USD men's golf news, redshirt sophomore Remington Hirano advanced to the final qualifying for the 2021 US Open with a one-shot victory in the local Oahu qualifier in Hawaii. Hirano will compete in the final qualifying for a chance to play at Torrey Pines in the 2021 US Open. I'm Haley Stasiak. That's your Sports in a Minute. Now back to more Kaplan and Crew tonight.
Great things can be achieved when a community comes together. Join Erica Cardenas on Doing More as she introduces you to ordinary people working side by side to confront tremendous challenges and make a positive impact in their community. Watch Doing More Sunday night at 6 on YourView or stream it online at YourView.com. Doing More is brought to you in part by the San Diego Food Bank.
We'll be right back with more of Scott Kaplan and Crew tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM. A new generation of radio. SoCal Sports Talk.
You're watching Kaplan and Crew tonight, powered by the mightier 1090 in your view, featuring the best sports talk in SoCal.
All right, everybody. It is a Thursday afternoon here on Kaplan and Crew, and we welcome you back inside the 7 Mile Casino studios, 7milecasino.com, and just minutes from downtown San Diego. Ready for you. Great food, awesome gaming. Come on down and visit this weekend. All right, listen. Anybody here realize that the Kentucky Derby is this Saturday? Anybody? Was this on anybody's radar? Browner, are you a Kentucky Derby fan, Browner?
I'm a Kentucky Fried Chicken fan.
Okay, I'm feeling that, fam. Grande?
Yes, I am very aware that the first weekend of May is the Kentucky Derby.
Now, usually there's like a Vegas super fight to go on the first Saturday night of May as well.
It is the Cinco de Mayo weekend, which Canelo fights next weekend.
Okay, all right. I want to talk about Canelo later in today's show, as a matter of fact. You wonder why Canelo lives in Del Mar? It's because he can't live in Mexico. I'll explain that story a little bit later on. But speaking of the Kentucky Derby, here it is this Saturday. And I probably wouldn't be as interested if it wasn't for some local connections here in San Diego, here in Del Mar, and fellas, close to the Great Friends Stables, which I'm really excited for this summer. Like, bring back Del Mar, put some life into that place. My goodness, last summer, pandemic. All right, here he is. He's the chief marketing officer from the Del Mar racetrack. Craig Dado with a very, very fresh new haircut. For those
yesterday, as a matter of fact, good call.
Yeah, looking sweet, dude.
Well, the Kentucky Derby's on Saturday. We got to be ready.
Yeah, I mean, Browner, what do you make of Dado? Looking pretty hot, huh?
You in a new office?
I got a new office. I got a better office.
Oh,
Wait, you're not in the corner suite anymore?
I'm right next to it. I moved one down. I'm closer to the middle of the paddock. You guys will like it.
You got that big office.
I got the big office. Yeah.
Look at you, player. Okay, respect.
More room for Vancy.
He gonna need it. He gonna have to stretch his legs after the pandemic.
Yeah, man, Dado. Man, I'm glad you got this new office for me in here, man. Me and all my boys. Freaking Vency. The best. God, I love Vency. What's going on with Vency? I haven't seen Vency the entire pandemic. Vency Glenn, where is that brother in my life?
Vency Glenn has not left his house for the entire pandemic. He's been on lockdown, but he has had his second shot, and he tells me he's ready to break out very soon.
Yeah. What has he been doing? Having Torrey Holistics deliver?
You're always plugging. You're a good man.
All right, Craig Dado, very nice haircut. Very nice. You know who Craig's hair is starting to look like now? I don't know if you guys feel this way or not.
Let me just guess.
Go ahead.
Does he work for CNN?
No,
don't say that. Don't. That's not.
Yo, what you doing? Why you doing that to him for, man? That's a good cut.
No, not Anderson Cooper. You know what I'm starting to see? I'm starting to see a little Ted Danson.
You know,
who the hell is that?
Who he played for?
He played for the Red Sox once upon a time when he was Sam Malone. You know, Scott, we all make personal choices about how to color or not color our hair.
Ooh.
And I feel like you're taking out some of your own, internal debates on me.
Yeah, Craig, let me tell you something. You got your hair cut, you say yesterday, nice fresh cut, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is a Kentucky Derby this Saturday. I, too, got my hair cut just the other day, as a matter of fact. Friday of last week, I got my hair cut. I think it was Friday. Maybe it was Monday this week. Anyway, not only did I get my hair cut, I will admit, I got my hair colored. Take a look at this right here. Look at this. Not a gray hair to be found all up in this mother right here.
Why are you scared of the gray hair?
I'm just not doing it. I'm not there yet. And I had my nostrils waxed. Okay.
Oh.
My nostrils were waxed. It was amazing.
I want to do that.
Amazing. Oh, dude. Hurts so bad, dude. Out of your nose comes like these little chia pets on lollipop sticks. Oh, man. It's gnarly. It really is.
Wait a minute. Why? Go back. What you got against gray hair? Gray hair is the sign of a distinguished gentleman who's lived through some things, who got knowledge, experience. Why you trying to keep your hair black, man? What's wrong with you?
I look at Dado here, right? And
distinguished. New office.
A few years ago, Dado and I, we'd be out together, the two of us, two young studs, man. And then Dado's hair started to turn a little gray, and he lived it. He's like, I don't care. Don't matter to me. And he, you know what Dado is? You ever see like a super fat guy on the beach, and you're like, God, the confidence of that guy to not have a shirt on. Dado had total confidence. Total. Wait, you're not listening to me. There's a compliment, not an insult. Total confidence from the beginning. I don't care if my hair turns gray. I don't care if it's completely gray. He is completely confident with it, and that's why it works for the man. Dado, you thought I was going to insult you. I would never insult such a never.
Well, it helps that I'm colorblind.
I said, you ever see a fat guy on the beach, and you're like, wait, what? What?
Yeah. Listen, man. Compliments come backhanded too.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't mean it to be backhanded. I was trying to be loving. You know,
Browner's all about just letting it go. You know,
Yeah,
he just went off a tangent about Dean Spanos and how he should go bald, and now he's just saying like let it go gray.
So Alex, let me ask you: you're still a young man, but when the time comes and your hair starts to go gray, I don't see you dyeing it.
No, never. Nope. It's just gonna go when it goes, it goes, and if the hair falls with it, then the hair falls with it.
So let me get this straight, Craig. What are you suggesting to me? Are you saying that rather than coloring my hair, which I'm openly admitting to everybody, rather than coloring my hair, let it go all natural and see what happens?
Yes, but I'm willing to bet that your girlfriend made you color your hair.
No, not at all.
You left it up to you?
No, it's just my decision. Yeah. And I just feel like I'm going to turn like Albert Einstein. Low. You know what I'm saying?
Have you ever thought about just letting it go for a little bit to see how it even may look?
Yeah.
All right. I'll do it. All right. I will do it.
Just to see, like, you never know what you look like until you try it.
I've been had a haircut in a year, dude. You can go and let your hair go gray. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. Yeah. This guy used to look like Jimmy Washington, you know, when he had like a kind of a shaved head. Now he got more of like a
Jimmy Walker.
Jay-Z. Jimmy Walker. Jimmy Walker. Excuse me.
Dynamite?
Yeah.
Dynamite is right. He used to kind of have that look, but now he got a Jay-Z look. Show him, Browner. Show Craig what you got cooking. Take a look at this. That's a year right there, dog. That's Jay-Z.
Very Jay-Z.
I think you should wear hats a lot less often, brother. I like it.
Thank you, Craig. Listen, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to stop wearing hats. Scott's going to stop coloring his hair, and we're going to see where this world takes us, man.
Yeah. We're going to see what this summer brings us in Craig's new office at Del Mar.
The next bet, Scott, you cannot color your hair for 3 months. You lose.
Okay. Okay.
How long are you going to be on your diet for, Scott?
I'm going to be on my diet I got to get under 200 pounds. So I'm going to be on my diet for a little while. Why, what's up?
Just saying, like, maybe you should do it together. Like, do the no hair color and the diet together. It's a little lifestyle change.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Well, Craig Dado is here. He's the chief marketing officer at Del Mar. We didn't invite him on to talk about his hair, although it's stunning, really. So we wind up, I can't help it. Then we talk about my hair, which is embarrassing. Then we talk about Jay-Z's hair, which is awesome.
Next level.
Okay. You know, and Craig's new office. I mean, Craig, is there anything else you'd like to talk about today?
We may as well talk a little bit about the Kentucky Derby, and then if you want to mix in a little Del Mar, that'd be fine too.
Oh, okay. Very, very good. So let's start off with the Derby. So tell these guys and tell everybody who's listening this afternoon, tell everybody about the story about the horse that really you and me should be owning right now, called Hot Rod Charlie, who is really one of the early favorites. I don't know about the favorite, but I mean, in a field of 20, he's up there in the top 4 or 5. What is the deal on Hot Rod Charlie?
So Hot Rod Charlie was a horse that Doug O'Neill, the trainer Doug O'Neill, trains. He's the trainer for the Great Friends Stable. We've been with him for 12 years now. He's our guy. He comes to us on a regular basis with horses just like Hot Rod Charlie, who are not that expensive. They bought him for $110,000. I got to think 75% of the time we would be part of this ownership group. And wouldn't you know, the one time we're not on this horse, he's one of the favorites in the Kentucky Derby. Can you imagine if we owned we'd be in Louisville right now? It would be crazy. But it is.
Wait, there's more to the story though, because
even though I'm a little sour that we're not part of it, there's three ownership groups in this. The first one is the Strauss brothers from Pamplemousse, Bill and Jeffrey Strauss. They own a big piece of him. They're great guys. They've been supporting racing for a long time. They are excited over the moon. I've been following Bill Strauss's social media. It is hilarious how excited he is. That's great. The second owner is a guy who was one of the founding members of the Great Friend Stables. He's been with us forever. He does a few things on his own, and wouldn't you know, he ends up with this horse. He's having an amazing time in Louisville. And then the coolest part of the ownership group is Doug O'Neill's nephew, Patrick O'Neill, played football at Brown University. He's in his late 20s. I think he's 26, 27. He and 3 or 4 of his fraternity buddies who he played football with passed the hat, threw up some money, and they own this horse. Supposedly they're back in Louisville out every night, all night long, having an amazing time. If this horse can pull it off on Saturday, it's going to be incredible.
Jeez, man. Bill Strauss. Shout out to my man, Bill Strauss. Shout out to Jeffrey Strauss. Oh, my goodness.
How often do you guys get a chance to go to the Kentucky Derby? Because you guys have been doing this horse thing for a while now. So you get a chance to reap some of the benefits of fun and not go there to work or not go there pulling for your own particular horse? You guys just don't go for the festivities?
I've been so many times. It sounds horrible. I'm just a little jaded. I've been so many times that I'm kind of waiting until we have a horse someday.
Yeah, I want to walk on that track with a horse. You know, Brown, we went a couple of times. Billy Ray and I, Craig will remember, we would go to the Kentucky Derby. We would do interviews on the backside of Churchill Downs. They have like this little hut, and we were the only radio show there. I mean, they had like their local morning TV shows out in front, but we were like the only people that came in from outside of Louisville. Billy Ray and I would sit in the back there. They'd bring us Bob Baffer, or they'd bring us, Mike Smith, or whoever the star jockeys were, or trainers were. And we got to be part of those festivities. One year, we were leaving the Derby. Oh, my God. We had Corky with us. Oh, man. Shout out to Corky from Corky's Pest Control. We had Corky with us. Craig, you remember we left the Derby and it started raining. Like the kind of rain you don't see in California. I'm talking like beads of rain that are like snowballs. Just poured on us as we were trying to
get. And then leaving, remember we were in that tiny little private plane that Corky arranged? Remember, we barely got out in time.
Oh, dude, we left Louisville in this tiny little airplane. We landed in some podunk town in Oklahoma. We had these 2 pilots that were like, guys, we got to reload and we got to get gas and reload and go. We're like, what's going on? Like, you see those clouds up there? They're like, yeah. They're like, if we don't get through those 2 clouds converging, we're stuck here. So we hurried up, got on the plane, and boom, right up into the sky. And I'm telling you, like, we went through it just as they were coming together. This plane was bouncing up and down. We all had like bottles of wine we were chugging. Oh, it was horrible.
See, I'm afraid of small planes, man. Yeah. I'm afraid of small planes.
Well, when we got to this airport in Carlsbad and I saw this big giant private jet, like, Global Express or whatever it's called, like, fat ass rapper jet. I was like, oh, we're flying in that? Hell yeah. I've never been on a plane like that. And then they're like, no, you're flying in that. And it was like a couple of propellers.
Oh,
the top was open. You had to put on goggles.
Craig was on top of the wings.
Right. All the way to Louisville.
But Corky had good wine, so it was okay.
Yeah, it was great. Corky's Pest Control, 1-800-901-1102 for Cork. If you are in San Diego, LA, or Riverside County, that's the man to call. You call Corky.
Somehow, Scotty, you have worked in Tory Holistics and Corky's Pest Control into this interview organically.
Yes, as we welcome you back to the 7 Mile Casino Studios. Yes, that's
Before
right.
we
Craig,
switch to Del Mar stuff, guys.
Yeah, just want to say one thing real quick. This is the business today, dude. There's no radio station. There are no sales guys. This is us. Yeah, got to work them in. Go ahead, Alex.
I was just curious how close you two have ever gotten to having a horse there. Even if it's not the Kentucky Derby, like, how do you get a horse racing that weekend?
Yeah, we've had one. We had Coca Loca. Remember, Scott, who ran on Friday of Derby week on Oaks Day. That was exciting. 100 and something thousand people there. I think she ran 5th or 6th. We were okay with that. It was a lot of fun. It's a whole nother deal when you're running on a big stage like that. And someday.
We've had horses, though, Alex, that we thought were Derby potential horses that are 2-year-olds at Del Mar. And to get there, you win big races. The Del Mar Futurity, when you win that race, you're kind of the favorite to win the Kentucky Derby. This is what's so amazing about this horse, Hot Rod Charlie, though, because these guys won the Louisiana Derby, and they were propelled into Kentucky Derby land. And so it just takes one big win when you're a 2-year-old becoming a 3-year-old, and you become one of the 20 horses that are in this race.
How do we get those kind of races here? Because I know we had a big one here a couple years ago, if I'm not mistaken, and that was the Breeders' Cup. That was absolutely amazing, and I felt like we kind of put on a great show for them to bring the Breeders' Cup back here. What? Talk to me.
Go ahead, Craig.
It's this year, coming back this fall, November. Breeders' Cup is back. Yeah. And you're right, JB. We the Breeders' Cup that we put on in 2017, by almost all measurements, was the most successful Breeders' Cup they've ever had. So we are now on the short list. They come back this year in 21. We expect, we're going to be 100% open with COVID behind us, and we're going to have another great rendition. And then we hope we have it every 3 years.
How do we make it permanent, though? How do we make the Kentucky Derby in Kentucky, and how do we make that here permanently?
Well, the thing that Kentucky Derby's got on us is that they've been running it for 147 years. So they just started way before we even considered racing. So they've just got this tradition. The Breeders' Cup, unfortunately, is like the Super Bowl. It needs to move around, so it doesn't give an advantage to the West Coast horses. So it's got to go to Kentucky, then it's got to go to New York or Florida. But like I said, if we can get it every 3 years, that would be huge for San Diego County, because the economic impact is through the roof.
It's crazy how every time an event comes to San Diego, whether it's the MLB All-Star Game, whether it's the Breeders' Cup, whether there's a Super Bowl, every organization, US Open, every organization is like, we got to do it more there. And it's not here enough. Like, the MLB All-Star Game should be here like every 4 years, 3 years, just like the Breeders' Cup should be.
Yep, absolutely right. So stand by, JB. We're going to have it this fall.
Oh, I'm going to be ready for that.
Yeah, we're talking to Craig Dado, and Craig Dado is the Chief Marketing Officer at the Del Mar Racetrack. So Hot Rod Charlie's 8-1. These are the local connections. Again, shout out and love to our friends Bill and Jeffrey Strauss, to our friends Greg Helm, and to the Doug O'Neill team. We hope you guys win, and then when you do win, we're all going to complain about why we weren't part of this horse. Okay, so that's one. Craig, if you could handicap for us, though, just a little bit. We got a few minutes here.
Okay.
Just give us an idea of what people who are not horse racing fans, but they like a big event, and they know the Derby's on this weekend, and they may even play a little bit. Tell us about some of these horses and who we should keep our eye on.
All right, let's start with the favorite, number 14, Essential Quality. This horse is 5 for 5, undefeated. He won the Bluegrass Stakes at Keeneland. He's done everything right. He deserves to be the favorite, which is why there is no chance I will bet on him. The Derby is all about upsets, and this one just makes too much sense. So throw him out, even though he is clearly on paper the best horse in the race. Another horse I would look at, another local horse, is the horse that won the Santa Anita Derby. His name is Rock Your World, number 15. He is trained by one of our local trainers, John Sadler, ridden by Joel Rosario. This is a horse that's only raced 3 times in his life. His first 2 races were on grass. He did well, and for some reason, they decided to throw him into the Santa Anita Derby on dirt, and he won by almost 5 lengths. He just smoked the field. So he's coming in to one of the favorites. I've got my eye on him. And then finally, you can't forget Bob Baffert, right? And Bob Baffert's got a horse in here named Medina Spirit, who is 15-1 on the morning line. This horse has never finished anything worse than second in his life. So you can never throw out Bob Baffert. So those are the 4 horses I would look at. The favorite, Essential Quality, look at him, but don't bet him. Rock Your World, Medina Spirit, and then, of course, the sentimental favorite for all of us, Hot Rod Charlie.
Okay. You guys know the story. A few years ago, this is going back many years ago, actually. Craig and I go to Vegas for the Derby, and we were at the Stratosphere Hotel because our friend Frank Riolo was the general manager there, and we had a Derby party. And Billy Ray said to me, here's $100 to bet on a horse called Mind That Bird. Maybe it was $20, whatever it was. Mind That Bird was 50-1. And I remember that week, one of the jocks, who was it? Aaron, help me, Craig. I can't get his last. Yeah, Aaron Grider was on the radio show, and Grider said, Scott, don't bet Billy Ray's money. Give it to me. I'll take the bet. Well, I went, I bet the money, 50-1, the horse won the Kentucky Derby. And I think the $20 or the $100 turned into like $2,000, something like that. And I was like, thank God I bet the money, because if I didn't, Billy Ray would have been like, yo, where's my money? You know? But Billy Ray had a 50-1 mind that bird, came up the rail and won the Kentucky Derby. So I'm always going to find a 50-1 long shot that I like out there. So I'm looking for a big upset.
You know what? I got one for you. Your boy Mike Smith is on a big long shot named Midnight Bourbon. I think he's got every shot. He's 20-1 on the morning line. He could go up from there. So
I gotta put everybody on. I want to put everybody on screen because Scott has been taking notes of this whole time. Like, are you gonna go drop some cash or what?
Well, real quick, I got to hustle up and end this. But Craig and I are going to a Derby party on Saturday in Del Mar. That's where. So I want to make sure.
What you writing it down for? He's gonna be right there with you.
I know, but when people come to me and ask me, I'm going to act like I know what I'm talking about because Craig just told me.
Browner, we didn't make the cut again.
That's all right, man. You know we ain't gonna make that cut.
Man, it's all good. It's all good. Thank you.
All right, Craig, Dado, we got to go. We got to hustle. We'll talk to you later.
All right.
Man.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
All right, Craig, Dado, we appreciate you, pal. Hey, for those of you that are watching on TV, you're going to have to watch the rest of the show on YouTube. For those of you that are listening on radio, so much more to come. Everybody stick around. I want to get back to the Padres, the Dodgers, what's happening around baseball, and a little bit of storyline from the NFL draft. Hang out, everybody.
We'll be right back with more of Scott Kaplan and Crew tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM. A new generation of radio. SoCal Sports Talk.
Kaplan and Crew tonight is brought to you by BMW San Diego, your certified BMW dealer, serving drivers throughout San Diego and the surrounding areas.
Hey, Dave Smith here. Make sure you listen to my show on the Mightier 1090, 6 to 10 p.m. Saturday and Sunday night. The only local sports talk in all of Southern California on the weekends, right here on the Mightier 1090.
The all-new and mightier 1090. Hit it out of the park all month long at BMW San Diego. A new 2021 BMW 430 iQOO waiting for you today when you lease for only $479 per month plus tax. BMW San Diego, Kearney Mesa Road in the 163 and BMWSanDiego.com.
The Olympic Games, where the eyes of the world will turn to Tokyo for the greatest show on earth. Catch all the action leading up to the Olympic Games on Countdown to Tokyo every Tuesday on Your View. You'll get the latest news on preparations for the games, details about the sports involved, and in-depth insights into teams, athletes, and the host city. Don't miss Countdown to Tokyo, Tuesdays on Your View.
From fitness to medical technology, explore how people are leading healthier lives on Your Health. Join Erica Cardenas as she introduces you to health experts and discover how our daily choices affect our well-being. Plus, learn simple tips for healthier living. Your Health, Sunday at 4:30 p.m. on YourView and YourView.com. Only at Stanton Optical can you get same-day eye exams that test your vision and eye health for under $50. Stop by or call us at 1-800-STANTON. Eye exams are provided by independent eye care doctors.
Hit it out of the park all month long at BMW San Diego. A new 2021 BMW 430 iQOO waiting for you today when you lease for only $479 per month plus tax. BMW San Diego, Kearney Mesa Road in the 163 and BMWSanDiego.com.
Here's Kaplan and Crew tonight's 60-second timeout with Haley Stasiak.
It's time for the United Soccer League season. The San Diego Loyal will kick off the regular season against the Phoenix Rising on Friday in Arizona. Really cool storyline with the Loyal. In early April, the club added 4 local players to the roster. Midfielder Chavi Nolte, forward CJ Fodry, and defenders Ian Mai and Josh Kenworthy. The 4 players range in age from 16 to 18. They all signed USL Academy contracts, which means that they all get to keep their amateur status to still have the opportunity to play collegiately. When they're not on the Loyal's active 23-man roster, they'll be eligible to compete with the Loyal Select, the club's part-time youth development program, as well as their own youth clubs. How cool that these players get a taste of the professional soccer world this early in their careers and to play for the local team is just the cherry on top. That's your 60-second timeout. Now back to more Kaplan and Crew Tonight.
Kaplan and Crew Tonight's 60-second timeout is presented by YourView.
Hey, it's Pharrell here, inviting you to catch my shows on the Mightier 1090. We're on twice every Monday through Friday, 1 to 3 p.m. and 7 to 9 p.m. Pacific. Trust me, all the other sports stations are sleeping with your wife.
The all-new and Mightier 1090.
The Olympic Games, where the world's best athletes will compete on the most prestigious stage. Catch all the action leading up to the Olympic Games on Guide to the Games every Tuesday on YourView. The series examines the qualification process, the history of the Games, and the teams and athletes that are expected to shine, plus information about the rules, events, and competitors. Don't miss Guide to the Games, Tuesdays on YourView.
Are you living in an underserved community and facing adversity? Do you have a desire to start or grow your own business? San Diego State University's Lavin Entrepreneurship Center, the Center for Leadership and Entrepreneurial Studies, and community partners invite you to participate in our Community Bootcamp. The bootcamp provides intense, hands-on exposure to the fundamentals of launching and growing a successful venture. Register today at leadershipcentersw.org.
Great things can be achieved when a community comes together. Join Erica Cardenas on Doing More as she introduces you to ordinary people working side by side to confront tremendous challenges and make a positive impact in their community. Watch Doing More Sunday night at 6 on YourView or stream it online at yourview.com. Sponsored by The Barnes Firm, partnering with Shelter to Soldier and saving lives 2 at a time. Visit thebarnesfirm.com/shelter to soldier and help save more lives. Let's take it up a notch with Kaplan and Crew tonight's Premium Boost, powered by the Mightier 1090.
San Diego is a great place for deep sea fishing because it's home of the largest sport fishing fleet in the world. You can go on a half-day trip, a full-day trip, multi-day trip, all the way up to 18 days to catch tuna and wahoo, or just locally here to catch yellowtail. When booking a deep sea fishing excursion out of San Diego, there's several resources, and of course, the San Diego landings have great web pages. Seaforthlanding.com, fishermanslanding.com, PointLomaSportFishing.com are the perfect resource to book your next fishing vacation out of San Diego. What you need to do to have fun in the sun while you're out fishing is, of course, you'll have to obtain a California fishing license or a Mexican fishing license, depending on where the trip goes, and then get set up with tackle. All the landings have all the tackle for rental, and they'll give you all the guidance on the boat for catching a lot of fish here in San Diego. What you should wear out on the water when you're fishing here in San Diego? Layers. And that's the key, because you're probably not going to get very wet because you're going to go out on a nice day, but just be prepared for layers because it can get pretty cool on the water. You know, summertime is always the best, from I would say June through September, but prime months actually in San Diego, September, October are probably the 2 prime months. Best water conditions and probably the most abundance of fish. So as far as taking your fish home, they'll fillet the fish for you on the boat and put it into a package for you, or you can use one of the local processors like Fisherman's Processing that'll vacuum seal and freeze your fish so that you can put it in your cooler and take it home and eat it. Depending on how long your excursion is, you can go anywhere from a half-day trip for around $50 plus your license, all the way up to a multi-day trip that maybe costs several $100s per day. But a full-day trip is going to cost you about $150 a day, depending on the Mexican license or California licenses that you need to get.
Kaplan and Crew tonight's Premium Boost is powered by the Mightier 1090. Kaplan and Crew Tonight is brought to you by BMW San Diego, your certified BMW dealer, serving drivers throughout San Diego and the surrounding areas.
I've been a part of this community for a long time, and giving back is what we do. That's why I'm so excited to tell you about the San Diego Giving Back Raffle, a benefit for Ronald McDonald House Charities of San Diego. Grand prize is this $4 million luxury home, or you could win a car, vacation, or cash. Everyone is guaranteed to win a prize. And you'll feel good knowing your raffle purchase goes to help families like the Lechugas. Get your tickets now for the San Diego Giving Back Raffle.
Don't worry, Gracie. The curtain only goes up when everyone has a part to play. Okay, I gotcha. Uh-oh, whoa, watch out for those audio cables.
I'm gonna be sick.
To the left! I am not going out there without Gracie.
Neither am I. A little help?
No pressure.
Thank you for joining us. Catch Scott Kaplan and crew tonight from 7 to 8 p.m. Pacific every Monday through Friday. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and crew show on the mightier 1090 AM. A new generation of radio, SoCal Sports Talk.